And Steve Arnold holds the red cherry up and says, could this be love? Old men can still love, right? Or they become so independent in their ways and grumpy they don't need love no more. Well, they've still got love for that little Susie Q out there. I love you. And on cue we go with one of the fighting squids, and he squirts it on down to the full forward region. The Masters do relieve the pressure. There's Dee Vitesca lurking around the place. Out the side door to Becca. Becca simply just brilliant out of the number 3, and that could be, in fact, Steve Rundle forward, shoots and connects. Number 5, well, they ain't in chronological order, but let's see what I can find with number 5. Nothing coming to me here at the moment. But time has not stopped for these men. Forwards. Look at that on the lead. Number 7 for the Masters picks it up. Out the back door. A lot of good pace off spot too, no doubt. Maybe they're not able to go the distance, but still got explosive speed out of the blocks like a bat out of hell that wants to be gone before the morning comes. They've got a little female company in there by the number 75. This is going to put a cat amongst the pigeons, or a thorn between the roses, or a rose between the thorns. Out with the legends again, working the chains well out there with Jackson from Richmond, and the ball is over and out on the outer side. All right, we've got lost property left, right and centre. We've got a pair of blue, yellow and black boots. Adidas, they're going to be like Nomad Sound behind me at the desk there. Lost pair of cleats. Blue, yellow and black Adidas. Back again. Masters. Skills, superlative still. They might be our plugger okay. 800th game, the draw over the top there to Durrell. Durrell to the right, back to Plugger on the secondary. Bit behind the pack Plugger, but look at him just like hovering over the top like night over the day. Free kick here to the Masters, the number 18. Hopefully I can pick him up. No, unlisted. Forward we go, and a mark paid. Connect there to the number 20. Not rich man. But we'll roll without the numbers anyway. Long kick. Like you can see from these guys, their skills are still good. And one thing you do notice about the old boys, the way they do play, they don't worry about the spread too much. Straight line football. Long over the top. Break the lines, go long. We're seeing a little bit more of that in Aussie rules back home. We haven't seen that actually. That's a skill out of fullback I haven't seen once employed by any fullback in Division 1 thus far. It's kind of like a give and go to yourself. Out of fullback, old skills. And good run here through the middle. Like I say, get the ball and run. Number 4. Becca still has run out of gas. He's behind the pack there. I reckon he'll get in this contest. Don't know who that young lady is, but she's no scared of no big boofy boys. And back again. Delightful football. Great skills, fellas. Is there enough gas in the tank? Enough money in the pension? The Big Show! 4 deep in the pack. Showed what he's got. Holding in the pack. Great to see the Big Show too. The big man. The link up again. Very happy with the skills here. Here's Dee Vitesca. He's a personal trainer by trade. Still looks the part. And here he comes, Jackson. That big kicking man from Richmond. Long and strong to Becca. Becca, though, he's playing defender. Look at that. Becca will play possession football. He will not release until he knows that he's got somebody kicked to. Not a case with Jason. If he used to be somebody, now he's somebody else. He's not. He's always been a good footballer and continues to be. He's O'Keefe out the side door. He goes. Fancies himself as a centreman, O'Keefe. Bruce Durrell. He has just cut them up, sliced them up as Durrell on the forward line. Good transference of play. The thing I like about it, still, it's in the corridor. Ball is wide, ushered out of bounds. Game's coming up at 2 o'clock. We've got the Division 3 final right here. Division 4 final will be on field 5. And it's like a three-way tie with the women. Like, there's 3 sides that have won 2 and lost 1, so they've got to work out who's going to be the winner there, because they're playing a round-robin kind of competition without finals. Interesting that the Denver Lady Bulldogs had one of their first losses in 20-odd games. Ball for ball, bundled out. Make sure you go and shake these guys' hands when they're done, and ladies, like I say, responsible for why we are here. Centre half forward position, good mark. Want to play on at all costs. Is Griffiths just linking out play across the half-back line. Maybe he's a newfound position for him there in Richmond. Centre half-back and Darren Gasper style from back in the day. There's Mighty Man. We're going to get Rich Man up after this. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, part of the Denver fabric, that's co-founder of the league. He's been international liaison officer with the USAFL. He's been a president 2 times over. Long and strong, great mark to the master there. And that's Jarrell again. Number 4, yes it is. BOG for mine, MVP, Brucey Durrell. Let's see what he can do, CC Ryder. He ride this home. No real thing to speak of. Shadowed behind, but no problem there. Focus of a Jedi Knight for Durrell, and 6 more points.
He was in a bind, he was way behind, he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on the fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me take it."
Yep. You reckon that from the football you can see that, you know, a lot of these guys are Americans too. Digging those guys out there, and their skills were like this even right back in the start. Plugger again, this is one of the best games I think I've ever seen from Plugger. If not any player that's ever graced the fields out here, Plugger. The thing is, he's able to go the whole game, which I've never seen before, maybe once last year. There's Tommy Ellis, the coach of the Revs. He won't release the diamond to this somebody. Give it to. Look at that. Great options by Tommy. His brother Charlie too. Part of the fabric. Charlie's not out there, but there's another Ellis name that's really synonymous with the old school USAFL football. On goal by the number 7 from the Masters, and he shoots and he scores too. So running away with this match out of the Masters, they kicked the first one, it's the last 2. And that's the way it will be. Number 7 for the Masters. Could be Albert Covey from the Edmonton Wombats, age 43 years of age. The ages out there are ranging something from 47 to 60. Anderson, actually, in the Masters, number 16 is 60 years of age, and he's out there. So great to see. That's about the range of the ages, 47 to about 60. O'Keefe, though, for 800 years, he's been training USAFL executive boards. Good kick long. There's a big show. Oh, gee, there were memories back in the day, just streaming out like a late freight. Just like that yard there, but got a goal knocked back with a breeze and through for a minor score. Big Mac Danowski used to come barreling out like lockets, I guess is the best analogy I can give you for the Australians. The other thing about Matt too was that he was such a dead-eyed dick when it came to kicking in front of goals. From memory, I think he learned his football when his dad was in the military and ended up, I believe, in Western Australia, maybe at Exmouth, on a military base there. Of course, you're always going to pick up footy, but he's very much an Australian too, Matt Danowski, an honorary Australian, and we'll claim him any time. Dead straight. Like I said, nothing wrong with the skills here on both sides. And I talk about how the skills have improved in football back home because of the way that they can pinpoint the ball around the park. One of the things you do see back home is in front of goal. The skills aren't ever that evident, but one thing about the old school boys, they certainly know how to kick goals. Comes to do with their straight line football, I believe. We don't have a streaker. It's not like we have a streaker on the field, but that'll be Big Ben, I'd say, from the Fighting Squids, giving the boys a well-earned drink. Nice touch there, Big Ben. Looking immaculate, no doubt. Kids, unfortunately, zip from 3. But good to see the spirits of Big Ben there on this hot, hot day here in Texas. Legends again looking for the Big Show. Kenny, or off their head. Big Show turns around with awareness where the ball is. They're doubling up on the Big Show. It's eminent. Almost like thunder chasing the wind at the moment. Good connect there. That'll be Stevie from Tulsa. Mate Steve, Tulsa doing some great work up to the north in Oklahoma. They're forming Metro Leagues North. They've got their own strong league. They're forming a team in Oklahoma City, and Steve is actually doing some work in Little Rock to form a team there. There's Beck at the other side. As I said, he's part of the fabric of the Minnesota Freeze. Look at the speed, the acceleration. Says, look out, Big Ben, I'm putting the hammer down. The back not as flexible as it used to be. His first instinct is always to handball and delightful delivery. Well done, Jay's lost nothing. And again, pushing up. Look at this. Becker just keeps on rocking on the outer side. And quite tall is Jason. And he was known as a forward for the US Revolution. And then he placed himself on a wing with Minnesota Freeze one time, and they were up for a divisional championship. And it really caught everybody off guard. A hard-running wingman. He's about 6'3", 6'4", which we never used to really see until modern times, even back home with the likes of the Mundies and the Fifes, the midfielders who are about his height and can run. He was actually employing that technique here in the US even way before they were playing tall women as a whole back in Australia. A lot of the midfielders these days are Becker's height. Then you've got the real tall guys like Griffith, who's out there from Richmond. He's over 200 centimetres. So it's becoming the land of the giants in football back home, and these guys have just been giants of the USAFL. And hopefully well respected too by all and sundry. It'd be great, you know, you go to airports here in the States and you see, as we all do, people shaking the hands of the military. It'd be great too if you just shake the hands of one of these masters and legends on the way out and just say thank you for the opportunity to be where we are today. Dennis Ryan again, the president. I'm talking about co-founders. Dennis Ryan, well, I think he was in the league in the later 90s, about 1 or 2 years later, so he is in the same shadow as Richard Mann and Plugger O'Keefe as a founder. An amazing amount of work as Dennis, particularly up in Baltimore with the Baltimore Eagles, and with the US Revolution, of course, as an administrator, as the president in his second term, back-to-back this time around. Still a member of the Baltimore Washington Eagles, no doubt. He's down in Saratoga, is Dennis, and from what I understand, next year's Nationals are going to be down in Saratoga, Florida, this time next year, so book early. Sarasota. Of the festivals down there. There's a pirate festival coming soon, Sarasota. Book early. And goals. 45 yards out. I spoke to you about the kicking for goal. Or has he missed everything? No, there's a goal there to the boys. And that's one thing you'll find very impressive about the old school guys. Their skills in front of goals. As full time's been called, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Everybody has won for the pioneers of the game, the legends and the masters.